Page 51, Scherzino. It's like a scherzo, except a little scherzo. It's a little scherzo. A scherzo is like a prank. It's like a joke on something. It's a musical prank or a musical joke. So you can expect the unexpected in these things. They're just a little fun to do. That's all it is. All abbrev, they talk about that up at the top. I call it cut time. Most of the time people call it cut time. It's where you take common time, the C for common time, and you put a slash through the middle of it. So instead of 4/4, it's 2/2. You're just all abbrev. Okay. So most people call it cut time. If you want to sound fancy, you call it all abbrev or whatever. If you're going to use the term all abbrev, be prepared to follow that up with an explanation of what it means, because a lot of people won't know. Now in this piece it's got 5 flats. It's going to be in the key of D flat major. If you haven't done the scale on that, it's time to go do the scale. Go do my scale video and learn D flat major. You're using all the black keys, because the 5 flats, there's 5 black keys in an octave, so you're using them all. Here, let's talk about this. Now first off, when you're first learning a piece that's in cut time, change it to 4/4 time, just to make it simple, so we can go 1 in, 2 in, 3 in, 4 in. So at the beginning of this, it's here. Second measure, this is just a D flat scale. If you can play the scale, that's easy. And the last measure of the first line, again, it's a D flat scale. So just follow their fingering. Second line, first measure, it's a D flat. Staccato, you can use a finger staccato here if you want, or a wrist, which up to you. Second measure, staccato, and then here. It's not exactly a D flat major scale, but it's close. And that's pretty much it for the most part in the right hand. I mean, the last 2 measures at the bottom, a G flat and an A flat, and then that's a staccato on the last note. A wrist up. Left hand, you got the chords. Follow their fingering if you can. It's 4/2, 3/2. See the treble clef there? They put it up. And then here, whatever style of fingering or staccato you're using in the right, go ahead and use the same in the left hand, whatever. Could be finger, could be wrist. Second measure, the second line, I'd recommend a 2/5. And then here, and for the last measure of the second line is a 3/2. It's staccato. Boom, you're coming up. Similar to what we did in Dark Eyes, but you're not accenting it a lot. Then you're good until you get down to the last couple measures. You're here in treble clef still. You're here. And staccato on the last note. Now, dynamic wise, MP at the first, sort of soft, and that's the melody. That's the right hand. So the left hand's got to be softer than that. So you're here. You get down, they're not telling you anything as far as getting louder and softer, but you do. You have to feel it. What do you feel? Generally, when you go up the keyboard, you can kind of feel getting louder, but you don't have to. So in the first line, when I'm coming, I might play the last 2 measures. The first line, maybe a medium loud. And then second line, maybe I've gone up to loud. Then now they're telling you, well, if you did, come back down to medium soft. In the last measure of the third line, I would crescendo while I'm going up. Now they're loud. And now in the last 2 measures, now you're going to come down, decrescendo. That takes a little practice. Can you get softer as you go down there? And you end softly. Now try and be accurate with the note lengths. Look at the second measure, the first line. In the left hand you have a half note. It's 2 counts, so on beat 3 that comes up if you're counting 4/4 time. And that means when the right hand plays the G flat, the left hand comes up. Right there. Lift the left hand up. And you get that in a bunch of places, so just make sure your left hand comes up when it's supposed to. It's interesting, they don't give you all of the fingering, and the second line in the left hand is telling you it's 2/4. They don't say anything for the second measure except the 5. But in the last line, they give you all the fingering. So in the second line, second measure, that could be 2/5 also. You could write in a little 2 there. I'm guessing that's an oversight. They meant to put in the 2 and they overlooked it. Now it says legato. That means you're going to connect it in the... Except where it says staccato. I mean, otherwise you connect it. Now once you got it, keep in mind that the speed, the tempo is vivace, which is faster than allegro. Vivace is moving. It's not as fast as you can be, but it's moving. And this is in cut time, because I've been practicing it in 4/4 time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. If I want to do it in cut time, it's 1, 2, 1, 2. Now, in my opinion, a piece that goes that fast has no business in this level method book. You're getting up into more advanced music when you go that fast. But you decide what is vivace to you. And that's your vivace. Just try and put it back in cut time so you're feeling 2 beats per measure. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Etc. And that's how fast you're going to go. For our purposes today, I'd like to do this slowly, and if you'd like to play along, go ahead. But I'm going to pretty much play it in 4/4 time when I go slow like this. And you can put it in cut time when you can speed it up. So I'm going to give 4 counts, 4 quarter note counts, and then we'll begin. And the metronome is beating quarter notes. So right hand, left hand. Okay. 1, 2, ready, go. Two, 3, 4.